So those are the key matchups, and if you can just name one of those key matchups, you don't even have to know the score. But one of those key matchups, call us, 931-728-1320 or 931-728-3526. 1320 should be the number to go to. Tell you what, we need to go to the phones. That's what we need to do. On the phone line from the Middle Tennessee Sports Network, Michael Hackney joins us. Mike, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
A big win tonight for Blackman. Riverdale falls to 0-3 on the year. First time they were shut out since 2006, I think I saw. Is that right?
I don't really know. I'd have to go back in the high school football database and check that. But they were more than shut out. Somebody pointed out to us in the crowd after the game, I don't think Riverdale on any of their offensive drives got past their own 40. That's how dominant Blackman was on D tonight.
We're talking to Michael Hackney with the Middle Tennessee Sports Network. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at one time. Blackman pretty much ran up and down the B, didn't they?
Yeah, they pretty much did, and they did some trickery on a punt return early in the third quarter. Styles Quarter handed off to Ronnie Killings, and Killings went down his own sideline, almost got tackled by the Riverdale punter, Kyle Bennett, but managed to get away from him and get to the end zone for a 76-yard return. But, yeah, Blackman's run game was terrific tonight. Cole Notgrass had an 86-yard touchdown. Jawan Jennings had two touchdown runs on QB keepers. And he also had one through the air to Styles Quarter for a 22-yarder. But, yeah, the run game for Blackman was definitely dominant tonight. You know, you and I talked about Riverdale's upcoming schedule in the pregame edition, and looking at it, I don't even know if they'll beat Laverne. I'm going to say Riverdale only wins one game this year, and it's against Stewart's Creek, because every other game they're an underdog, even against Laverne, and they're a heavy underdog against East Hamilton, Hendersonville, Cane Ridge, Siegel, and Smyrna.
Riverdale. I mean, you talk about Riverdale being heavy underdogs going forward, and obviously it's probably going to be a long season for those guys. Talk a little bit about Blackman, though. Obviously they're able to get up and down the field pretty good. Where are they going to stack up in this district? Are they going to be able to get up there and give Oakland and Siegel and those guys a run for their money?
I seriously think they will. I mean, Oakland struggled more with Siegel tonight than Blackman did 2 weeks ago. And you look at Blackman's schedule, their out-of-district schedule, to be honest, is a lot tougher than their district schedule. They got to go on the road to Mount Juliet next week. Although with Mount Juliet getting beat 41-3 tonight by Station Camp, I don't know how tough that game's going to be now, because we've got that game next week. They got to host Independence. They're only got 4 games on the road this year. They still got to go through Smyrna, and then they got to end the regular season by going to Bowling Green. From what I've heard, that's a pretty good team too. So Blackman's out-of-district schedule is pretty tough. But if they can manage through it, they'll finish in the top 2 with Oakland, maybe even win the district. That October 24th game between them and the Patriots is going to decide it.
All right, Mike, we appreciate it as always. Good job. Who you got next week?
We got Blackman at Mount Juliet. It's the first time we have ever done a sporting event of any kind in Wilson County. So a little bit of history next week.
All right.
And hopefully it'll be our best game of the season so far, because we've had one between Smyrna and Cane Ridge. It should have been closer, and now 2 duds between Stewart's Creek and Ravenwood, and tonight Riverdale and Blackman.
All right, Mike, we appreciate it as always. Take care. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, man.
All right, before we go to a break, we've got an update on the score. Shelbyville has taken a 33-28 lead over Tullahoma. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there.